can't pull it out of the bag. The pressure is enormous on them right now. Can they pull it off? Let's find out. Game number 2, PSG.LGD versus BetBoom here at the TI11 group stages. Which way is it going to go? Well, BetBoom relying on some classics of theirs.
Yeah, and so while they're trying to win this one, they are, I guess, keeping an ear out for the result of that other series that's going on. Because what they're now silently cheering for Gaimin Gladiators, right? They need
they've got the side stream open. You know, occasionally alt tab it and checking on that one.
Yeah.
30 seconds to battle.
Man, that would be heartbreaking. I guess they're not going to get the news, but yeah, they're going to play their hearts out in this one, and then they just have to hope that the other results go the way that they need to force that tiebreaker and give them the opportunity.
Yeah, it's a really tricky situation for them to be in as well. You know, they're playing for a game which might not even matter, but you can't think about that. Just think about the notes. Just play the game. That's all you can do.
Okay, Innocence gets to just walk up and take this bounty rune away from the Marcy. Xinkyu there to bail him out. So just ends up being 2 for 2. And they're gonna go run the Alchemist into the Nature's Prophet lane. So a little bit of a swap up here for PSG.LGD, maybe forcing it's not even like a tri-lane versus tri-lane. They're just trying to dodge the lanes this way. Seems pretty good for them. Like the acid spray and the dual breath, pretty good against this NP Marcy. Though it looks like maybe BetBoom, were you executing a swap? What's going on here?
Yeah, their treants are just the Hack's treants are going to get eaten alive by the acid spray and by the dual breath. So I'm not sure BetBoom can really commit to this. It'd be a little bit awkward. And yeah, notice is kind of just all walking around like,
So
we doing this? Yes, we are.
And
as long as the Prophet gets 2, they can't.
Yeah, exactly. You can swap after him, but then he can just get teleportation and he's fine. It might leave noticed, you know, out to dry a little bit, but I don't think this is too concerning for the Hawk.
It's fine. Mars's legs are absolutely tiny. He needs to work on them a bit. So very top heavy, a bit Disney-like.
All right, here we go. The lane swaps. The Hawk's back. Noticed his bottom.
Hit level 2. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, so I guess everybody's now stuck. There's not very many TPs left.
Yeah, you can't keep going. Can't keep going. This is gonna be it.
Play your lanes.
They want their Alchemist to bottom. They want him in the easier lane. So they'll take the bad matchup in the better lane. That's basically what LGD will do.
Yeah, I got them a couple of levels to start, which is all right. Yeah, and seem to be happy to leave the Jakira up here. Which I don't think is too bad. All right, so side lanes are kind of whatever. I think the Mars should do okay against the Alchemist. It's going to be important to try and get a kill on him though. If you got this Marcy Mars lane, Alk is not the strongest hero. Should hopefully bully him at least a bit.
Yeah, you want some blood. You want some blood for sure. You want blood in any Marcy lane, to be fair. But interestingly, it's going to be the Roger Marcy this time around as well. So Soniqs playing on the Phoenix.
And even Mars, right? Like you don't flash farm really. So very important to abuse your double nukes to do well in the lane, get kills, and constantly finding these opportunities to get last hits, knock them back, also grab a couple of denies. He's been nerfed a lot, but the laning strength is certainly one of the aspects of this hero that made him just the go-to offlaner for months and months and months and months and months.
Yeah. The way you can double secure range creeps with 2-year spells is kind of annoying as well. I always find that really frustrating.
Yeah, playing carry versus this is not fun. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get the CS. Oh, I'm speared. Oh, I'm gonna get the CS. God's rebuked.
Haha, he used a spear. I can secure his range creep now. Never mind, he's got God's rebuked.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. The Hack.
Yeah, poking and
getting a
prodding,
bit-
but this is the usual Nature's Prophet strat. Just head back, TP back out.
Regen is for plebs.
And since TPing on mid to try and turn around on the law, but nothing to say, it's already very low.
Dude, look at Lal. He's standing his ground here. This is crazy from the sniper, but is it going to be crazy enough to work? Yes, it is. Lal getting first blood in the middle lane on the sniper. Beautifully done. Xinkyu getting the butt stun out onto Roger here as Innocence and Xinkyu try to ruffle his truffles, and they will be able to do so with a nice little liquid fire from downtown.
I love Laurel just walking away to go and get the water rune. He's like, oh god, the fight's still happening. Comes back to finish it off. He didn't have boots either, so that was just a full waddle. A nice little deny from him on the observer ward. All right.
Yeah, you take those, and yeah. First blooding a Shadow Fiend in the middle lane. This guy has been so dominant in the middle lane recently. Lal just flexing it. He did this last game as well. Another first blood for Lal. Very impressive.
Yeah, the last game it was just kind of a recovery, right? Because he was getting doubled up. But this time around, the CS is much more even. So
yeah,
and Roger's not done. They want nothing to say his head on a platter.
Yeah, they want to make an example of him. They want them to tell his friends, and this might be exactly the case here. A lot of damage coming out. Oh wait, gets all 3. How does that land? Well, doesn't matter. Nothing to say. Gets the turnaround. The sniper will die under the tower.
He did have another
He landed
shrapnel.
with 3 raises. Those. All right.
The sniper did move slightly, but I think he was pretty close to being in the sweet spot.
I'm gonna say raises are too wide. Raises are too wide.
They are massive. If you ever actually look at what the
So
AoE is
thick.
compared to the visual, yeah. A nice jump here from Roger, landing the stun onto both. Can they get both kills? They're
Beautiful
trying.
too, man. Yeah, they're really trying to split the mustard here, and they will be able to get them both. Both Faithian and Xinkyu going down. BetBoom flying into this game number 2. Trying to keep their hopes and dreams alive.
Coming out swinging. That's what this draft is designed to do. Just keep the pace going. The Marcy already being very successful. For Roger, both games, needs to be said. The rotations on this position 4 have been fantastic. And they are just... they are putting so much pressure on nothing to say here on the mid lane.
Yeah, they want to make him suffer. They don't want to give this guy a free Shadow Fiend game. They know how that one ends. They've seen that story many, many times this tournament. Shadow Fiends really can just absolutely solo carry if you give them the chance, so... BetBoom trying to play damage control as much as possible.
Mars is 1 CS away from level 6. Maybe if the supports stay down here, they could... Yeah, they scan that Ame is just sitting over here. They run into the supports instead, and nothing to
Yeah,
say.
Snako getting caught out. Nothing to say. Get him 1. He's going for another. He has got the Requiem. Looking for a chance to set it up here, but it's going to be tricky. Just going to go for the raise. Requiem considered, but won't be able to land it in time. The TP out from Roger. Very nice indeed.
Okay, cool. Just the support death in the end, but LGD trying to get their Shadow Fiend back into the game. But, you know, looking at BetBoom, great CS on Laurel. He's clearing some stacks here as well. The Mars is doing fantastically. Notice is looking
they've
good.
outlaned this Alchemist to bottom pretty damn hard, so he's going to have a slightly slower start. Obviously, he's still going to bounce back up in the net worth, especially with the stacks that have been made for him. He is now farming those up on Army.
Yeah, just taking some time. Have to imagine it's going to be kind of the standard build on the Alch. We haven't seen too much deviation, though we haven't seen that much Alchemist. But yeah, Radiance looks pretty good here. Another jump on a nothing to say mid.
Yeah, Roger's trying to make the moves here, but the Requiem is there from nothing to say, so it's a defensive Requiem just to get himself back. Lal, though, going for the Assassinate, gonna get cancelled out. Does he have the range to pull it off? Well, he will suffer heavily if he tries to go for that. There's even Ame rotating in on this one. That's an interesting fight to turn up to it. He might be struggling. Oh my god, there's just 5 BetBoom heroes on him right now. Hello, Ame. Sorry, what was that? You wanted to come and fight? Yeah, we'll take that one. BetBoom getting a key pick-off here. He showed his. He literally just casted 1 spell in that fight. Just threw in a little acid spray, just trying to help the team out, and then just gets 5 heroes on his face.
Oh, I have. I'm in the neighborhood. I just finished farming this stack. I can help the team. And no, BetBoom are not going to let you get away with that one.
Yeah. And I'll just do like a. We don't know that guy. Alka who? No, they're looking again. Look at Notice, man. He's just running at the guy, but Soniqs maybe getting caught out here. The Spike Carapace does catch him out, but Jinkyu out of spells, and that's actually just going to be a dead Nyx assassin. Wow. Noticed is kind of doing work on this Mars.
Yeah, he's popping off. He's having a really good game. He's more farmed than any of the cores over on the side of PSG.LGD. We're not really in the territory just yet where it's worth talking about the net worth lead on against the Alk, but that is going to be a factor if this holds up for the next few minutes as well. And nothing to say, doesn't want to lane against doesn't want to be in mid and getting jumped by the Marcy anymore. Makes a rotation to top, though I think there might still be a Marcy jumping on him. Give Roger a second to he wants this 6 at mid before they try and defend this.
Yeah.
And they've got the arena coming off cooldown as well. They could just hold this at top.
Very, very aggressive. So the first TP's coming out from the Marcy. Mars not quite moving across just yet. And say getting lasered down by Soniqs. Roger jumping on in. Or give him the chance to actually rebound off the pigeon there. Oh my god, Roger DeSanta out against obliterated. The stun from Faith Bian and the razors from Nothing to Say. Eliminate the Marcy. Get the 6, didn't get the kill. That's now by the Terminus. Oh, that's a supernova. Okay, well, didn't buy enough time for the Mars to come in. And this is... Oh, did he just give them the bait of a lifetime? Oh my god, Soniqs. What a play that was. You tipped too early. And the smile comes out in the ult chat from him as well. That egg, it was...
He knows, yeah. That was great. Nice TP in from Noticed. And they're going to get this bottom tower as well, just leaving the Hawk down there to grab that. Early game continuing to look good.
God. Dude, yeah, you can't tip too early, man. You can't do it. Even LGD. Oh, I can't believe that. That egg was just too tempting, It's just too delicious. Naked just plonks it down on top of them and goes, oh, please don't crack my egg. I'd hate it if you did that, but... Well, it's LGD with egg on their face afterwards.
They tried to go unnoticed. I think he's more than happy to just be parked up here at top for the next little bit. He's pretty tanky. They try and go on him. They do have a lot of great ways to respond with the NPT being in, Marcy suddenly appearing. And LGD, the answer for them is just going to be to bring numbers. But I do see this, and it's only 15 seconds until the next arena. Okay, Notice going to get caught, though.
Yeah, there's a bit too many heroes around for him to do anything about
this. Marcy's coming.
Yeah, no, it's not soon enough. Supernova still on cooldown as well. Roger, Soniqs, they gotta leave. Yeah, trying to look for the swap here, trying to threaten. Won't be able to close the gap though. And mid lane, a lot of pressure coming out from Lal here. Innocent's coming in to try and deal with it, just dropping down the Macropire, but it's too little, too late. Lal's going to secure himself a middle tower. Very nice for BetBoom at the moment. They are in control of this game.
Are they going to try and mount? The supports still seem to want to defend top, and Noticed has respawn.
I think they should. Yeah, they have a supernova. They have an arena.
I think they could.
LGD respected.
Yeah, LGD respecting it anyway. They have no idea where the Mars is on the map, so he could easily be smoked trying to backstab them in these trees. They're going to spot him bottom in a second. But it sends LGD packing, just him being off the map and not opening the map when you've got the Alchemist on your team. The Alch and the SF, they both can farm really quickly if they've got the room, but it's currently getting denied by BetBoom.
LGD gathering around. They do not see this Nyx assassin right now. So
Jinky's like, why are they both taunting? Let's.
Yeah. They're just having a little dance. What have I interrupted here? Ice Path out, onto 2. Very nicely done. Stun to follow from the Alchemist. Only landing onto the Mars, though. They'll back themselves away, but the hack, he's at the backline. Xinkyu's able to take him on out of here. Roger trying to blast their way into the Alchemist here. They need to bring this guy down. Lal from the sidelines trying to get the damage done, but does get stunned up by the Nyx, but they do get Arme regardless, and Lal looking in for more here. Xinkyu's going to be the next target. Sunray is upon him. The Spike Carapace is there, but death shall come in the form of a spear to the face.
Well, it was a sick play from Jinkyu to get that kill on the Hawk, but a hefty price paid. He popped out of the invis at just the right time to hit him with the 400 damage spiked carapace off of the Wrath of Nature. Which is,
rough. I was wondering where that spiked damage came from. I was looking at the death summary. I'm like, 400 damage from spiked carapace?
Yeah. So he threw out the Wrath of Nature and then just waited until he saw it, that it was kind of bouncing back in his direction.
Yes. Sick from Jinkyu. We're going to watch it again. You see just on the side of your screens, Jinkyu's like, hey, buddy. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is so unfortunate.
Because he started at top, I'm pretty sure, because he wanted it to come all the way down to the fight here with maximum damage, but it just so happened that Jinkyu was the furthest one along.
Yeah, the Hack had a minute to maybe attack him there, but obviously, you know, he's got the side carapace. You don't want to hit him, but ultimately the correct play would have just been to tank the...
Yeah, that's that's true.
Sometimes to pull off a big heist, you got to take a small hit.
Jinkyu still just out on the map again. He's noticed, but he's waiting for God's Rebuke to cool down, so the spiked carapace is not going to work. He's trying though. He just needs to keep going and making plays, but they have to make room for the SF and the Alchemist just to farm up. If they can delay this game, I think they can win it late game. I don't know that they necessarily like have the clearly better late game in this spot.
Yes.
Just because Alk scales weird, right?
He does, yeah. He hits a really powerful middle game peak and then really falls off later on, but then I feel like in the ultra late game, he can come back again. It's with the Agnims and such. It's a weird.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, he's got some weird power spikes. They're looking for nothing to say. He has completely no mana dog. Just gonna face check him.
Literally clotheslining him as he runs through the trees there. Nothing to say, get absolutely obliterated in the middle lane. They'll move across towards Innocence as well. Flap little Jakiro, run. This is no place for you, but he assassinates upon him, and from downtown, La will grab that kill. And actually, I can act with a supernova to keep himself alive on Soniqs here. Another tip coming out from Nothing to Say. A little bit of tomfoolery.
Well, convenient for BetBoom. They get a kill, then they find themselves right outside of the Roshan pit, so straight in there they will go. Jinkyu does not have a blink, so maybe not a steal,
no crazy steals
possible for him.
Beyond's like, yeah. Nope, they do make the swap happen onto Roger here, but Roger, he's got a rebound, so that's just a little bit awkward.
Yeah, stun was still on cooldown for 2 seconds when he swapped him. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Once again, Jinkyu being a bit of a menace. Giving them information. Scuttling around. The little beetle he is. I don't know. Pretty big timing for BetBoom here. I am a little bit surprised they gave the Aegis to the sniper, but at the same time, he is the apex carry. You know, it does make sense. There's still every chance he gets to or jump or something like that, but...
Yeah, they've got a lot of things to kind of bring to his aid if he does get swapped, right? If he dies the first time, then they can pop down the egg, they can put down the arena, and they can just recenter their team fight around wherever his new location is. So I think it's kind of fine, and you don't want to be thinking about it too much, but of course the Nature's Prophet, if there's a super critical team fight, he could just save a buyback and come back in the second time around, so they'll have 2 lives on both of their big cores. Absolutely.
Bottom tower getting torn down here by the side of BetBoom.LGD. Not making a move to defend this one. They want to hit some timings. Nothing to say, he's actually going for the Blink BKB build, so we'll be able to commit pretty hard with these Requiems. They're eyeing him up right now. Mars does have the Blink dagger, and he does see Nothing to Say here. Nothing to see, immediate BKB from him. Double raise, TP out. Wants nothing to do with this play.
LGD, Jinkyu, just keeping an eye on things. They're going to make a little bit of a go.
Yeah, the stun actually missed onto Roger, and, well, Ame on the side of the arena, taking so much damage. The Sunray tracking him very nicely. They will bring him down. Beautifully done by the side of BetBoom. They're going to be able to take down Innocence as well. 3 big kills in a row for the side of BetBoom. Ame cannot catch a break. He needs a BKB or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't wait for a slightly later timing on the Alchemist, but just seeing if they could get some kind of a pick, and perhaps not expecting BetBoom to bring so many numbers. Faithbeyond's also dead bottom.
Opportunistic, I would say. Yeah, down the bottom, Faith Beyond. Looking like he's going to get caught out as well. God's review. Ooh, okay.
Spirit?
Noticed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Didn't wait for the blink. All right. Awkward. Didn't happen. Well played. Sure. Whatever.
Those were warning shots.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
And Lyle's just been taking down objectives in the meantime. It's going to try and get into a BKB before this Aegis runs out. And for LGD, not really a whole lot of map to play with currently. Trying to get out there, but BetBoom just keeping the pressure on them.
Link forward again. Yeah, they do see the next assassin now, and yeah, nice carapace, bro. They'll just wait it out and kill him off afterwards. Very, very calm, very collected from BetBoom. They are looking great. As the Alchemist comes on the top side. Trying to sneaky a little bit of farm. A little bit of
Sunray
a little bit of
just
TP.
destroying him.
Does so much damage to the Alchemist, doesn't it? No, that's chemical rage as well, so it's absolutely crazy.
Okay, he's not very tanky just yet, but yeah, maybe once he gets a blink BKB, they can look to take some kind of a fight.
Yeah, nothing to say. Caught out. Yep, tries to go for the interrupt onto the hack, but ends up just paying the price for it. Noticed. Always on the case. Always trying to get on these kills. He is really making this Mars work. That's the thing about Mars at the moment. It feels like half the games we see him, he is just an absolute, like, he's just useless. And then half the games we see him, he's like going around the map, making plays, getting shit done. Good hero. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
he treats a bird.
he is very feast or famine, because you only bring so much damage. So if that's enough, it's great.
Arena goes down, catches two. Roger jumping on the backlines here, trying to find a time. That's going to give Faith Beyond a way to swap himself out of the arena for free. So it's only going to be a kill onto Jinkyu. Not the arena they really wanted here, but it might open up for the middle tower as Lal starts spewing away. They have themselves a Macropire, but the Catapult's going to survive through this absolutely fine. So yeah, looking like this is going to be another building for BetBoom. Catapult, Jakira's biggest enemy.
And, you know, BetBoom seeming like they might be pulling it together here. Getting this all-important win. They're still cheering in the back of their minds for Gaimin Gladiators, hoping that they take the 2-0 over Soniqs.
I'm gonna take a little peek.
I took a little look there. It's looking okay.
Even.
It's still early, yeah, but looking pretty good for Gaimin, so it's possible.
Yep. Sorry guys, but all spoilers here. We're covering everything at once. It's too fun to catch up on everything. It's Faith Beyond. Long range spikes. Is it going to be enough? Assassinate, not going to finish the job. Soneko's still chasing around the nade. He's going to bring him down and then move across towards Akira as well. He's also going to die, but Army trying to initiate on the backlines here will be able to take down the Phoenix, but Lal pounding away from the backlines here. Nice little Requiem. Going to catch out the Marcy, but nothing to say. Just blinking himself away to safety. They're going to take down the next assassin. Meanwhile, the Call's trying to get themselves away, and, well, Shadow Fiend and the Alchemist will be able to leave, but everybody else on the side of LGD get eliminated by BetBoom once again.
They hit him with a tip as well, Q. At least they brought down the supports, but yeah, these fights are not looking great. Nothing to say, is just trying to get into the arcane blink. Maybe he can one-shot the sniper or the Nature's Prophet with that, but they're both getting quite big. And Laurel's got his BKB, so that is not going to be easy.
But wow, base skip, the Alchemist is top of net worth all of a sudden.
Yeah. Did it look like he was killing anyone in that last fight? Tell me, what did your what did your elven eyes see in that last fight?
Yeah, it's not looking great. Alchemist, just in case there's any newbies in the chat, Alchemist, you do expect to see him at the top. That's usually a sign that he's just doing the bare minimum, though, this guy.
Yeah,
the best statistic to note on that one is that...
nothing to say.
Hiding in the tree line. TP's home. The Sunray will find him, but he's gone.
Oh,
He makes his
man.
way out.
Okay, they're
there's
going
a
to get Roger
cool,
in mid.
oh, yeah, though.
Something.
The hack, though, moving in.
Trying to force.
I'm fighting. I want to say my stat.
Yeah, okay, what's the stat?
Chill. All right.
Hit
So
me.
a good statistic to look at for this one is damage per gold, which is actually something you can look at on
Okay.
statistics websites. So Alchemist has 0.6 damage per gold average across his games through the DPC. You look at someone else, for example, you look at Sniper, and he's usually sitting about like 1.1, 1.2-ish. So
What's
that gives you-
Venomancer?
I don't know. Probably very high.
Yeah, I think that's probably one
Check.
of the best ratios. Yeah, you know, I can keep an eye out for this fight. Law getting jumped upon, chain stun, nothing to say on top of him. Requiem as well. The wicked 6 streak ended.
I look
Absolutely
away for 1
punished.
minute, and the Sniper's dead. What's happened?
He walked too close to the ward, and
That he
that will be the end of him. Ta-da!
Man, that was brutal, but that's kind of what we expected from Nothing to Say. I mean, I am impressed that he managed to save the BKB for that one. Kind of very, very confident there from LGD, to be fair. That's kind of min-maxing they need to be doing if they want to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, that kill is going to almost give him the... He's getting pretty close to the Arcane Blink. That's going to be the Mystic Staff picked up. So, as much as LGD are having a little bit of fun with this one, still seeing if they can win it. And meanwhile, BetBoom are fighting for their lives, like smoking up, buying a gem. They're coming looking for Ame here. It's a long spear back. Do they have the damage? Okay, they got it.
Yeah, they bring him down. Easily done. Nice little ice path, going to hold them back, but the hack with the BKB just continuing to pound away at poor old Jinkyu. He gets brought down. Innocence on the run. Notice, going to catch him out, and that's a dead Jakiro as well. Innocence also going to lose his life. And that's 3 dead on the side of PSG.LGD once again. Man, BetBoom. You know, at PSG.LGD, they come for a fight. They get themselves 1 kill and get themselves away. BetBoom, they just link them up all together. Very, very good.
This is exactly the kind of Dota that BetBoom love to play. Just able to keep the constant pressure on every lane. This is where the Nature's Prophet carry looks the best as well, where you're just not really under that much threat. You're just farming up the whole map. You know, all these camps that would otherwise kind of go begging in other games. The Nature's Prophet's able to absorb a whole lot of that.
Yep.
And
the more of the
BetBoom's-
map you have, the more global teleport really
Yeah.
becomes a super value spell.
Yeah, and they're still managing to like nurse a net worth lead forward, even though they're playing against the Alchemist. Full Daedalus picked up now for Laurel. Okay, he's pretty scary. And LGD, what do they have? They got the Blink BKB on the Alch. We don't quite have the Arcane Blink for Nothing to Say. Still needs another 1,000 gold.
Yeah, so just for those who are hanging on my every word there, Alchemist, his gold per damage is 0.7. Venomancer, his gold per damage is damage per gold is 2.01.
Who's the highest?
I would imagine it's Venomancer or
Okay.
Zeus. Probably Veno though.
Jump in. BKB.
EKB out from Noticed, gets it off in time. LGD won't be catching him, but also they do waste the arena, so
He blocked the damage with the Spike Carapace so he could get the blink.
that's cute.
That
actually.
was sick. All right. That's a lot of cooldowns used for Noticed. And now going in.
Oh, jumps in, almost get the double stop, but the big Supernova comes out just in time. Nothing to say, trying to stand a fight, but he can't do it. The Hack and Lala just tearing him apart. He tries to get out the Roche pit, but there's nowhere to go. Nothing to say. Going to fall, they get torn apart in seconds. Oh my goodness. These fights are so quick. It just breaks out and is gone.
Q wants to try.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Ah, he doesn't get the blink.
I was wondering if he could have snuck past this sentry. It's maybe there's a gap, but he didn't want to try.
Yeah. Want to add another log to the fire, so he's just going to take a bit of XP. Watch lol. Bit weird, but okay. I want to see him
These
vendetta
Nyx
one of
assassin
creeps
players.
and blink away. Well, he's going to make a play here. They actually just want to try and take his Aegis, or at least force out a BKB. He doesn't have a BKB. He's actually just dead. Wow, the plays here from PSG.LGD. The moment they respawn, running at the sniper and taking his Aegis. Not bad, PSG. Not bad.
Can they catch anything else? Both of the supports.
The double wards, yeah.
Yeah.
These cliffs are so important for fighting around.
Innocence is just lucky that Roger didn't have the unleash and that there wasn't anything to jump on, because he did have this double damage and a BKB. So if he had really wanted to, I think he could have made mincemeat out of the Jakiro.
Sword up by the sniper. Nice little neutral item to go in his basket.
All right, so PSG.LGD, it's pretty much all about how many heroes die in the Arcane Blink Requiem from Nothing to Say.
Yeah.
If they're super sick, maybe Faith Beyond can go in, stun somebody, he dies, and then he swaps somebody else on top of the Blink Requiem. So they one-shot two people, and
I can absolutely see that happening with LGD. It's the thing.
It's
I do
possible.
The team, I'm like, that's so silly, base skip. Stop messing around. But yeah, PSG.LGD, they've done more insane things. Yeah, they got ways back into this game. That's the thing about PSG.LGD, is that like I'm never really counting them out of this one. No, not to doubt the arc, but BetBoom very good at controlling the map with his Nature's Prophet, and building very safely as well this game. It's not the all-in on the damage that we saw last time from Lal.
Yep. Yeah, he is. He still has Shard queued up for some reason, even though he's already got it, but hasn't decided on what the next item is. I like the build from Dahak as well. Getting the AC, getting the Scotty, both can be very useful to have against the Alk and the SF. All right, we've got the Arcane Blink on Nothing to Say. His next selection is just a Refresher Orb. There's an Arcane Rune waiting down at bottom. I don't think anybody sees that, though. So, LGD just going to go for this one.
Yeah, Nothing to Say. He's just picked up this Arcane Blink. They want to try and make a play with it. How quick can they be? How quick can BetBoom be with their BKBs as well? Many, many questions. Not many answers. Ame showing in the middle lane. Trying to look as tasty as possible. Dressed up in his finest lingerie and trying to tempt BetBoom over. LGD. Smoke does drop. Try and go for the tower as Notice will start things off. In he goes with the spear with the BKB all committed. The swap's got to come through. That's going to allow them to get the BKB off on Ame here. They're trying to wait with the Shadow Fiend while as the BKB start to go down on the side of BetBoom. Now, they could be vulnerable, but it's so hard for PSG.LGD to find a way into this, but they need to start this, and that's exactly what Ame is going to try and do. Blink forward, no target for the stun though. He's going to stun himself up. Jinky's waiting, sitting right behind him. Two-man spear, throwing them both back though. What can they do? The Requiem, it's on the back, and it's only really going to land onto the Mars as they lose Ame. LGD, the plan, it was good, but it wasn't good enough, and now they scatter for the hills, but Nothing to Say. He has got the Arcane Blink to run himself across, TP himself out, and that will be that.
Well, they tried. But yeah, Laurel just getting to sit there and hit, the Hawk just getting to sit there and hit, and even the Requiem Bomb not looking that impressive against this Mars.
Say that again. Luckily, it is only a 70-second cooldown on the Requiem due to the Arcane Rune and the Arcane Blink, so...
Yeah, I might be able to go and catch catch them out.
They got rid of the CDR. But
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the Arcane Rune certainly helping out.
Business as usual for Xingqiu. Looking cool as a cucumber. Things might not be going great in this game, but it's not that important to them, as we mentioned before. Probably not feeling the stress right now. Xingqiu looking pretty relaxed, discussing things, obviously trying their hardest all the same. But there's no tears, that's for sure.
How do we get the hypest clip out of this game, out of this situation? What is the out execute on the team fight? I think that's sort of what they're looking at here. Xingqiu gonna run forward into a sentry ward.
Blink away there. Pops the the Aeon disc on the sniper, which he has assembled for some reason, as Jinkyu will get eliminated for this one. Yeah, a little surprised that LoL has that one already assembled inside his inventory, but I guess it's fine. Doesn't want to get popped by this Shadow Fiend, I suppose.
Yeah, he's the difference in again, just BetBoom. Like, this is the most important game that we've ever played, and for LGD, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. 34 minutes in, and Alchemist now going to complete his overwhelming blink. So going for the overwhelming blink again. Just AC, Radiance, BKB, overwhelming. It's still not going to feel like super brutal from the Alchemist. You know, it's not going to jump in and shred heroes, that's for sure. Doesn't have Mjolnir or anything like that. Not really an we see too often on the Alchemist these days anyways, but...
Yeah, I'm a little surprised you didn't opt for something like the Abyssal Blade.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of extra control would have been nice, but I suppose the overwhelming like kind of does that in a way as well.
Yeah, it's providing something.
I mean, BetBoom do need to be careful. I feel like the last fight was probably like something which they shouldn't let happen again. You know, popping their BKBs and not getting the kills for it, or only getting like a sport or something is very, very risky.
Yeah, they're still respecting PSG.LGD a whole lot, as it seems like they're just going to wait around for the Roshan. They will be absolutely kicking themselves if somehow they lose this game, since it does, in taking the occasional peek over at the other stream, it does seem like if they win this, they are going to force that tiebreaker for elimination against Soniqs.
Yep, spoilers, but Gaimin are currently on the Soniqs high ground, taking their barracks at 27 minutes into the game, so it's going to be a tiebreaker by the looks of it if things keep going, but of course there's still plenty of Dota to be played in this one. It's by no means over. And BetBoom, I don't know if they're going to know about that. I'm pretty sure they're just going to be entirely focused in on this game. It's a tense situation to be in. If they win this, they will force a tiebreaker with Soniqs. If they don't, they out.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower.
Maybe you need to just turn the game into more of a clown fiesta. Like, you need more chat wheels, more tips. LGD, they seem to go along with it before, though for the moment they are looking for the way to win this with the double Requiem. But still, things not looking great as we have yet another Aegis secured for BetBoom. They're going to give it to Dahak this time around, as opposed to Laurel, who's feeling maybe a little bit safe with his Aeon Disc and his BKB.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't regret that decision later on. But yeah, Dahak can be a bit of a beast on the front lines now and not be too worried about getting blown up by the Shadow Fiend, that's for sure. Because that is the one big threat, right? Like, this Alchemist is not really going to jump on anyone and be able to shred them down. It's all about the Shadow Fiend. What can Nothing to Say pull off in these fights? At the moment, the answer has been not a whole lot, but you never want to count him out. You never want to forget about him. As the fight breaks out, they've actually managed to find Notice here, but Notice actually gets off the BKB and turns it around, so they will kill off Jinkyu and Innocence as well. Also going to go down. The swap is there from Faith Beyond. Going to get Arme out of danger, but they're throwing yet another fire onto the BetBoom side as they look over towards Faith Beyond, and yeah, that's going to be the illusion brought down as well. Aghanim's doing absolutely nothing. Rough stuff indeed. Rough stuff indeed. How did that fight even start out? Were you watching that one?
Yeah, I think they were just hoping to like jump, and they were hoping that Notice was more alone, but BetBoom are not playing split up at all. It's almost the exact same thing that happened at mid, right? You know, they're trying to catch BetBoom off guard. I think also by showing some heroes in the side lanes, and like Nothing to Say was pushing out elsewhere, but they are being super disciplined, and now they are ready up onto the high ground. There's no other tier 2s to take. So it could do quite a bit of damage. All they have to be worried about is this Nothing to Say Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, so whilst they're trying to take this, Arme is trying to have a little 1v1 with Notice, but the Hack comes over and he's got a Skadi as well, so not feeling too tanky. And now there's a Sunray coming also BetBoom, they're not giving LGD a chance to breathe right now, but they will get away from the barracks, which LGD might not be too upset about. Let's see. Them back in. Looking to put the pressure on here.
If they find a jump, the Hawk can just TP right on top of this.
Jinky, he's been seen. Nice little ice path
there.
though, and the swap back onto the Hack. I mean, he's got the Aegis though, so maybe not the ideal target they want to try and bring down right now. They will kill him off regardless. Oh mate, kind of self-stun unfortunately. Nice stuns bouncing around the back from... Oh, nothing to say! He drops a Requiem onto the BKB targets. That is not how that one was meant to go. This might be how LGD's cookie crumbles as Fabian is going to lose his life as well. Nice stun bouncing onto 2 though. They'll take down Soniqs. Roger going to fall as well. Notice swap back into the mix, trying to go for the TP out. His stun is just not there in time. He gets himself away, so all the cores of BetBoom get their way out of this one, and they get the buyback on both Arme and nothing to say. BetBoom, they're fine with this. This is absolutely fine.
Yeah, they've now given themselves just a very clear win condition. You kill either one of these 2 heroes, and you're going to secure yourself the game, secure yourself that tiebreaker, and from there, maybe even secure yourself a lower bracket berth after what was a very difficult group stage for them. Just have to see if they can find this one pickoff. And nothing to say, he's just going to try and farm up this last couple thousand gold to get this double ulti. The one that he got off in that last fight, I don't think did anything, right? It was just a full BKB for the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. A lot of patience, not rewarded at all for nothing to say. I think he was just hoping that he could catch them in the middle of the fight before they got off the BKBs because they were kind of just saving them for him, but that wasn't the case.
Radiant are scanning.
They could really use this Venge 25, but that is such a pipe dream at the moment.
Yeah, that would be nice, but Faith Beyond's only level 18.
Changed the game entirely, but that's just not happening at all. Not with the XP changes, that's for sure. And, the fact that no one in the game is actually 25 yet should be an indicator that that's not happening. The Hack's nearly there.
Yeah, BetBoom have been holding hands a whole lot, so I'm not expecting them to be super duper far ahead on the net worth. Soniqs has found a whole lot of farm this game. He ended up going back for a Midas, so he's got Midas, Shivas, Wraith Pact. He's got a Refresher Shard for himself.
Yeah, he's scaled very nicely into late game here. Swap back stun onto 2. That's not bad. Requiem to follow. They'll take down Notice straight off the bat. They'll turn their attention towards the Supernova. That is gone as well. BetBoom, miss initiation there. The beautiful little double stun coming out. Oh my goodness, Faith Beyond styling on this sniper. Lal gets brought down as well. 3 dead on BetBoom. LGD, you cannot count these guys out.
Oh my god. They just turned it on in one team fight. BetBoom poking forward just a little bit too far. There's division on them. Everybody gets stacked up.
Yeah. They finally
watch this. Requiem. The swap. He blinks into the ice path. There's 2 heroes. Double Requiem comes out. The two
an ice path. It's also the concoction. It's also the double stun from Faith Beyond as well. There's
he's absolutely kicking himself, like not popping the BKB or blinking straight into that. I think he blinked straight into the ice path. But I don't think it was like his overwhelming blink hitting the carapace or anything. That is the one slightly weird thing about buying this overwhelming blink on the Mars. It's more damage on your combo, but it also gives you the chance of just randomly blinking on top of a spiked carapace. And they found the Hawk over here. Yules as well.
BKB. So he can just TP out of this one.
Oh, he can't.
Oh, no, he can't. They got a swap. Faith Beyond's the first one to TP to Hawk, trying to go for the global teleport. Oh, no, it's another disaster for BetBoom. They're starting to sweat. They're starting to crack. PSG.LGD.
Oh, God.
And,
PSG.LGD, they've decided they want to see if they can do this one, and they're certainly doing it to BetBoom in these last couple of team fights.
And quick news update from the other stream. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Breaking news.
Gaimin Gladiators have won. Yep, breaking news. Gaimin Gladiators have won Game 2, thus making it 2-0 over Soniqs, meaning that Soniqs will go into a tiebreaker with BetBoom if BetBoom are able to win this game.
And that's the only tiebreaker scenario left for this group, I think.
Is there anything going on with the excuse me, the upper bracket with
nope,
it's
been resolved. Yeah, that's all been resolved. So
okay. I mean, Hokori got 2-0'd. Yeah,
yes.
Good, Hokori.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Anyway, eyes on the prize number. This matters a lot for BetBoom.
Bouncing around. Focus.
Yeah. we know the stakes. Just
that's very high.
Yeah, it's got to be in the back of BetBoom's mind. Just trying to be disciplined. They're actually going to smoke out a little bit early before the Nature's Prophet respawns, knowing that if they do find a fight, he can still come and join. Do they have so they've got the double Requiem ready to go, and Nothing to Say actually has an A on disc locked. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful about how he uses that one with his ultis, but PSG.LGD positioning. Jinky breaks it.
And we go. They're going to be able to take down Jinky, or maybe not. He's got the Yules of Faith Beyond already dead, and the Illusion's going to follow as well. Gets up a swap at the last second. Does nothing, though. Nothing to say. He's out. LGD run for the hills straight away. Those supports, the support in the off lane, way too important. They need everyone if they're going to stand a 5v5 fight.
And for BetBoom, it seems like they want that confidence again of having the Aegis in hand. And they kind of wait for that. The Nature's Prophet's not completely capped out. Dahak has opted for this Blade Mail once again. I kind of got it on the Lesh in the previous game. This game, I don't know. I don't really see the point. Like I don't even think it's. Is it that much of a deterrent for the Shadow Fiend? Isn't he just going to be BKB'd every single time he ults? So
yeah,
I think you
should be.
You probably swap this out at some point.
When did he buy it?
I feel like it was relatively recent. I don't think he's had it the whole game. We can check it out.
Also, one thing I will say, you have to be really, really careful with this Shadow Fiend Aeon Disc shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
This is actually something which can absolutely ruin you.
Yeah,
you actually have to backpack the Aeon Disc if you use the refresher, because if you take any instant of damage, the Aeon Disc
it'll instantly pop again. Yeah. It's
should be fine for the first one, but the second one will be you have to backpack it.
Oh, Roshan's in 10 seconds. They're on the move from PSG.LGD. They don't have any vision in this area. There's a great triangle of vision for BetBoom.
Yeah, they're going in dry. Oh, Shinky's got Ags. Yeah, he got gifted the Ags. They're going to swap. They'll go in. Notice with nice two-man stun. Another spear coming off from him, catching off both the supports. The little Nyx assassin stay alive for the time being, but Faith Beyond killed off on the backlines here as well. Still throwing out the Suns. There's nothing to say. Drops the first ulti, but really gets nothing done with it. And now he's got to relieve. He's actually just going to refresh it and blink straight away to try and get himself to safety. As Alchemist trying to fight up in the front lines here. Will be able to bring down Run, but it's another arena coming out from Noticed as they run down the Alchemist. Arme is gone. They'll try to get away on the Venge, but the Venge clone killed off as well. PSG.LGD just holding on. BetBoom just want to take it as close as possible, as easily as possible. They'll run back towards Roshan. They want to take down Aegis and get that for themselves and just take it easily. But to be honest, they could just run it down here.
They're respecting the buyback potential. It's only gold that's stopping Ame from having a buyback here. It's not. They're not in that cooldown anymore. 100% the right play to just secure the Rosh. Do not need to go high ground, and they'll probably still have time to go and poke at some of these buildings before Ame is respawned. Okay, so they've got the Ags on the Phoenix, gives him some saving potential. Can go disastrously as well under the wrong circumstances, but I'm sure Soniqs is going to be pretty careful. And it's a lot of hits at this point as well, so as long as his team is protecting it somewhat, it should be fine.
Yeah, 13 hits is not super easy to get off for anyone except the Alchemist.
Yeah, the Shadow Fiend doesn't have a hell of a lot of attack speed at this point. But yeah, this Nyx assassin, I think, gonna prove very annoying when it comes to the high ground defense. And this Ags is insanely strong, but you hardly ever get to see it because this hero just can't farm. But when you got an alchemist on your team, it's a bit of a different story.
Yep.
All right. Oh, he doesn't have the range to hit the sniper, unfortunately. Jinkyu wishing he had an Aether Lens. Maybe they can swap him in. That's the plan. Faith Beyond is standing right on top of this Nyx assassin.
Well, they'll go for it on Soneko instead, but I mean, Faith Beyond now in an awful position as they drop down the Requiem as well. They are going to be able to take down Soneko. Can they get anybody else with this, though? Doesn't look like it. Nothing to say, actually just going for the TP out. The Hawk trying to bring him down, and there's the Iron Disc as well to keep him alive, but they have lost the first life on the Vengeful Spirit. The clone still staying alive and trying to do his job. They're actually going to swap back the Hawk. The Hawk, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. That's the Aegis gone. Do they want to Requiem this? Well, they can't. Still 30 seconds on the refresher orbs. They'll have to try and do it the old-fashioned way, but they will absolutely be able to do that. Trying to do his job. They're actually going to swap back the Hawk. The Hawk, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. That's the Aegis gone. Do they want to Requiem this? Well, they can't. Still 30 seconds on the refresher orbs. They'll have to try and do it the old-fashioned way, but they will absolutely be able to do that. Arming tears him apart. They're making the hold here. Another swap coming out from Faith Beyond. How much value is this bench going to get? Cheese comes out from Notice. That'll keep him alive as the Supernova comes crashing down as well. LGD going for the reset here. They're happy to just wait it out a little bit longer, but they don't want to give up these barracks. And another two-man stun coming out from Xingqiu. LGD following up as well. Roger is gone. Another Supernova, but Ame's on top of it. The whole team, they'll tear through that egg. And now they look towards Lyle as well. He's got the Eldest trying to keep himself alive. There is a Satanic here as well, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. He's still trying to fight through this, but nothing to say. He's on top of them as well. The stun is there. BetBoom. They get wiped off the face of the earth by LGD.
The swap stuns, the ice paths, the multi-man stuns from the Nyx assassin. PSG.LGD put in on a team fight clinic there, and somehow Ame just getting to sit there and auto attack the entire time. Yeah, the Hawk, he's got 2 lives, but he's only got 1 BKB. And as soon as that wears out, the chain stun from LGD is just relentless.
Yeah, it really is.
Look at some of this. Like, the Ice Path is already waiting for the Phoenix. He comes out. Xingqiu jumps forward, gets the double stun. And then Sniper just doesn't get to auto attack at all. Look at the stun, another stun, pops the Aeon Disc, Yules, comes down from the Yules, jumps away, stunned again. Absolutely brutal. And LGD are up onto the high ground. Oh no.
God.
BetBoom. Please.
No matter your anything or everything else, just that face. Absolute
that hurts,
despair.
man.
That hurts. Oof. Well, LGD, they will take the middle lane of barracks here and start to even things out. Net worth advantage not really leaning any single way. Oh, buybacks all available. The game has fallen back into a neutral state. No Roshan available anytime soon as well, so we'll probably see some teams trying to make some plays onto each other in the next few minutes before we hit that critical Roshan window.
Man, I wonder if they need to shift gears into, like, save up all of your buybacks and maybe try and rat the racks? Like, force a 4-man fight and then the Hawk goes TPing into the... Like, you got to get the glyph first, but even with his current build, he does take the buildings pretty quickly. I don't know if Mega Creeps end this game, though. Like, the Alk is still just gonna... He's got his Battle Fury, which he picked up pretty late, and he ditched the Radiance. I don't think we've even really talked about that, but... And they've hit that level 25 talent on the Vengeful Spirit, so the BKBs for BetBoom are way less useful than they were previously.
We talked about it before, kind of going, haha, imagine.
Yeah, and here we are, 52 minutes in. They got the ward on the high ground.
Yeah, noticed. Ogre forward, BKB out from him. He's got to be careful. That's a lot of swaps coming out. What? Faith Beyond going in deep here, but Notice able to get off the arena. They've got Alchemist, but he's got the BKB, so he's going to be able to back himself away. But Roger, he's on top of him. He's got the Basher to lock him down, but the Requiem's there from Nothing to Say to take down the Marcy. LGD, they'll make the trade, the Venge for the Marcy. The illusion is still alive though, so the Venge not really out of the fight. And those stuns still such a threat as Xinkyu jumping on forward. Doesn't land the stun, but he does land the Carapace. Another sweat threat. They actually have the Aeon Disc though onto Notice. That's going to keep him alive for the time being, but is it going to matter? They kill off the Venge clone. Notice though, staying alive on the front lines. BetBoom. They're playing this so carefully, but now they'll be able to jump in. Lau finds the Alchemist. They bring him down. Xinkyu as well, also in trouble. Xinkyu's going to get killed off. BetBoom, the hope is still alive from them.
The Nullify doing a whole lot of work there, and very nice kiting backwards. They dragged LGD into them, managed to turn around with the damage. Okay, they get a little bit of a win condition here once again as the Alchemist buys back. We don't have any Requiems, actually, for the Shadow Fiend currently. Still 30 seconds to get another one up.
Yeah, it's a real window here for BetBoom, but do they want to take it? It's so scary. If this goes wrong, it could go really wrong, but if it goes well, it could be everything. High hopes here for BetBoom. Pushing up onto this high ground.
LGD. Yeah, I think they want to play around the Wind Waker and the Aeon Disc and the Ghost Scepter and everything else, but this Nullifier is just going to completely destroy them. There's a glyph, but...
Noticed. Oh, look at this confidence from him. This is kind of nice to see, honestly. Using Shardblade, juking forwards, trying to find a target for the blink catch.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now they move across the final lane of Barracks Lal. Cast a shot down to the low ground. Keeping it careful. Innocent's just throwing everything he's got to try and delay this. They have creeps on the high ground, BetBoom. They don't have the vision, so they can't just sit down on the low ground and just spam away at it. And they're going to back themselves off. They're going to split out across the map.
Yeah, somebody's got to be saying, like, look, all that needs to happen is the Alchemist needs to die one more time. And that should be the game. PSG.LGD, of course, very aware of this fact themselves. We're getting close to the tier 5 neutrals, but I get the feeling this could be another one of these games where we roll past 60 minutes right as the game is ending, one way or the other.
That has been our curse, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's the way it goes for us. LGD are smoked. I mean, Awaken doesn't really have a way to join them other than running and blinking over. And Roshan. Okay, yeah, Roshan's in 30 seconds. I don't know if we're going to get to see.
Lal is very far forward here. He's going to get swapped. Does have the full stuff to get himself back to a modicum of safety. And the team is sitting behind him. I mean, this is all behind Sniper. Not what you expect to see at all, but it's working out for now. That's pretty tanky. He's got a refresher orb, Satanic, EKB, Aeon Disc. Like, most of his items are defensive.
Yeah, two Pikes, 2 BKBs, 2 Aeon Disc, 2 Satanics.
He's alright.
And he's still rocking the Paladin sword. Even at this point, doesn't feel like there's a neutral item that he wants more. Okay, Roshan's up. That's the everything Rosh.
Radiant are scanning.
They see... I mean, they see Ame at bottom. So yeah, they poke forward a little bit.
Notice jumping in. The Yules is there from the Nyx Assassin to dodge out the stun, though. Xinkyu with the Aeon Disc is going to be able to survive through this, and Faith Beyond's going to swap himself forwards. Not going to be able to survive through this one, so he will be dying the first time as Notice jumps in on the sidelines, trying to get on top of Ame. In comes a Requiem. Do they have the damage, though? He's actually stuck up right now. Refresher comes out from him. He's got another BKB. He's able to keep it for now, but actually the damage coming out from Lal might be too much. He gets away. He keeps the distance. Lal with the BKB holding still. They look towards Xinkyu, but he's too hard to kill. But in the backlines, Notice trying to make the play. The Assassinate's there as well. They'll bring down the Shadow Fiend for the first time. Buyback from him, though, as he tried to take this fight. BetBoom, they just want to hold this high ground. It's a 1-3, and the stun from Xinkyu. They're stacking them up nicely, but they don't seem to have the follow-up damage on the side of RNG. They'll come in on the front lines onto Ame, but Roger's just going to be able to take him out with the help of his team. Again, Innocent's getting so much damage done and locked down onto the backlines here, but they just don't have the follow-up. Xinkyu and Roger just sitting next to each other, stunned for most of this fight. As Notice jumps in again, takes down Innocence, but with Ame dead twice, it's looking like it might be the end for PSG.LGD.
Big plays from Notice in that fight. Just tracking down the Shadow Fiend the entire time. They tried to save him, but not enough value out of nothing to say.
He really can't find the entry points for these Requiems, and now he doesn't have it. That's his entire build as well. BetBoom are going for the win here. They're going to force the tiebreakers. Soniqs is just going to straight up die to creep for some reason, but I guess it's okay. Ancient falling. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. LGD, they can't stop it. It's a win for BetBoom. They keep themselves in TI-11. They make us sweat, but they're still here. And it's going to be tiebreakers.
Nice. Nice. So we had to see at least some tiebreakers, right? It is surprisingly uncommon for TI. I think we've only had like 3 TIs that have ever had group stage tiebreakers, but we're gonna get some here. And I wanted the best of 3, and that's what we're getting. So.
Well,